What's up, everyone? It's Jason and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on kind of the current pulse of the world of weddings, especially from an entertainment professional point of view, because I believe that wedding culture, I believe that the etiquette that once maybe existed, and I believe that the people, the mannerisms, the way things work have been changing and continue to change in our space. And I wanted to share some thoughts on this to hopefully help you, being a wedding professional or an industry professional, continue to push forward, continue to excel, and just be mindful of some of the variables that people might be going through when they're considering you or even looking at options for their big day. This is not a conversation specifically and only for entertainers. It can relate to a lot of different verticals within our industry. But I've really noticed that the mannerisms have been changing for some time and continue to really differ from the way it always was. The point of me recording this video is if you've been in this business for a little while, like myself or like us at SCE, and you continue to do things the way it's always worked for you, my guidance and my observation is that those ways of the world being the way it was may not be as effective as maybe it could be with the shifting of the industry as a whole, the culture as a whole. I think people today are incredibly informed, and it is so important that you are always representing your brand, your service, the things that you offer in the best light possible on social media, on your website, and anywhere and everywhere you go. People are doing their homework, and unlike any time before, which I felt like they were always doing their homework, they are coming into meetings incredibly prepared. They've done their research. They've scoured through platforms like Instagram and TikTok to review the various content online. They've read reviews from people that they don't know on platforms like Wedding Wire and The Nod and in different Facebook forums that exist in the wedding industry. But people are also taking things to a whole nother level. They're canvassing their friend circle, their social network circle to ask for input on some of the options that they're considering. This way of doing things has kind of always existed, but I feel that nowadays it's going to the complete extreme. I think people are really spending their time focusing on the things that they're investing in, and if it is important to them, they are really, really doing their homework. So why am I sharing this with you? I think that it's so important that if you are looking to continue to build your business in the complicated world of weddings and events, that you are doing everything you can to put your best foot forward at all times. You are consciously and actively thinking of content creation, and the strategy that you have in play is something that you are consistently standing behind and pushing out as you release content. Your messaging is on point. Your website is up to date with recent and current photos, recent reviews, quotes, things that can aid you or assist you, I think are super important. I want to offer a couple things that I think are important. So not just updating your Instagram or your TikTok or your website, but take the time to make sure that people are detailing their experiences working with you in reviews on the various platforms that exist that are important to you and your business. If I could go a step further, not that you want to coach your people on what to say or how to say it, but you want to make sure that they include the location that they had their celebration in. If they have an image or a video and have the ability of sharing that in that review, I believe it almost hyper boosts that review to the next level, because I feel that the days of couples maybe scouring reviews and reading things from people that they don't know are impactful, but I feel that people looking through reviews and actually seeing content from the wedding makes them really drawn in and pulled into that review to really, really absorb what it's saying and what it's all about. I feel that people look for content by association. I feel that they're leaning on platforms like Facebook to look at what their friends have to say and or experiences that people that they know maybe or are connected to have to say about services that they're investing in, specifically wedding services. And I feel that every time you do an event, it is so important that you are thinking about this, that you are creating and capturing content with this thought in mind. You want to share what it is that you're able to do for someone. You want to tell their story. Couples today are looking for experiences that are unique to their world. They're not looking for the generic everything. So if you have this cookie cutter approach towards events or towards whatever it is that you do, that might not connect to the uniqueness that some couples, I feel that most couples today are in search of. They're looking for their story. They're looking to be heard. They're looking for collaboration. They're looking for a lot from the professionals that they're considering for their day. I'm sharing this so that you could take some of these ideas, some of these concepts, and some of these things that have directly impacted our world at SCE, and you can be mindful of it so that you can positively and proactively move forward in your world with your business. The point is, content matters. Reviews matter. What you are saying online, your brand messaging matters. The content you are releasing matters. And people are more in tune and more capable of doing granular level research than ever before. I think the overall point of what I'm trying to drive home here is culture is changing and continues to evolve. And it's not a bad thing. You can't be scared of it. You need to embrace it. You need to understand it. And you need to harness the mannerisms and understand the mannerisms so that you can create and you can continue to evolve with the trends so you can stay in front and stay on top. That's the point of this video. So to summarize all this stuff, what am I trying to say here? The wedding culture, the etiquette, the mannerisms are shifting. And it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that the way things always may have worked for you and for your business may need to evolve a little bit. So the purpose of this video is just to get you thinking about how things could be shifting in your area if you're not yet seeing it. If your sales maybe are slumping, if your numbers are not on point or on trend for maybe where they have been in the past, maybe this is the reason why. It's the content, it's the messaging, it's the association. These are things that are big players in the decision-making process for many couples that are doing their homework. And I can assure you, if what you bring to the table is important to the people that are considering you for their celebration, they will be doing their homework before they get on the phone, before they complete a contact us form, before they ask for information for you from your company or just to get an idea of where it's going to land. People are not even taking the time to do that without doing their homework in most instances. Yeah, and there's some instances where like they might not. If you haven't seen the video I shared here on this channel about like understanding leads and the sources and where those leads fall, that might be something to check out. The point is, people are changing, the wedding is changing, it's not a bad thing. It's your time to evolve, and if you are looking to stay in front and stay on top, just consider what people are doing and the things that they are going through in terms of processes, and make sure that you are covering yourself by adapting appropriately within your world. Anyway, my name is Jason Jani. I'd love to hear from you. If you've got questions, you want to share something, please drop down below in this video and be sure to share it. I can't wait to hear from everyone and continue the conversation there. I appreciate you checking this video out. Be on the lookout for more content coming to this channel in the days, weeks, and the months ahead. Thanks for watching.